Hi, this is Shannon from www.prepschool.com, and today I wanted to talk about 5 ways we have changed things on our upcoming trip. Let's go! So it might feel like we just got back from our July trip, and I guess we kind of did, but we are headed out for our August trip next, and in the process of making plans for this trip, we did change some elements. You know, we're all learning and trying to figure out things right now, those of us who are choosing to travel, and so I wanted to talk through that with you so that you can learn from our mistakes. Number 1 is that we are flying at off-peak time. So the last trip was great except for our flights home, and that's because we flew home on a busier day, and that made it difficult to do things like socially distance, and it just felt a little less safe. So what we decided to do this time is fly at off-peak times. Now you might be asking yourself, what are off-peak times? Good question. I did some research. As far as the days of the week go, Tuesdays and Wednesdays tend to be the least busy. I'm flying in on a Tuesday and out on the following Wednesday, so we've got those covered. In terms of times of day, the first flight of the day or the last tend to be the least busy. Now there are some risks associated with going on that last flight because, you know, if it gets canceled, then your options are more limited. But in general, those are going to be the least busy, and that's how we have booked our flights for the next trip. Number 2 is choosing a rental car company that is in the Orlando International Airport terminal. Another issue from the last trip was those shuttles. Now this probably varies a lot by airport and by company, but in the case of the Fox rent-a-car that we had last time, it was messy, and I've heard from other people that the shuttle was a problem. So we booked with Alamo, which is located in the terminal, and in addition to having no shuttles because it's in the terminal, Alamo also offers options like allowing you to register online so you can skip the desk, the counter, the kiosk altogether and go right to your car. The reason a lot of people ask me, why did you book Fox Rent-A-Car in the first place? Well, it was like a third or a half of the prices of the other rental car companies that were in the terminal. That's why I went with it last time. However, what I did this time to get a good rate with one of the major rental car providers is I became a Costco member. Now I don't go in stores to shop very much, so I didn't have a Costco membership, but for $60 I was able to get one and then use my Costco member ID to go and book a good rental car rate. And this works out really well because I don't have to worry about paying, you know, double like I was last time. And also because Alamo offers the online registration, I can go right to my car, pick one out from the lot, and drive away without dealing with shuttles or without going to the desk and all of the steps in between. A third thing that we are doing is we are choosing more outdoor dining. And there are lots of safety reasons for that. You know, one of the biggest issues with, you know, virus transmission is being indoors, particularly with people that are unmasked, and there's issues with ventilation and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not saying it's gonna be 100% indoors, but I am saying we're choosing more. In fact, what the non-Disney restaurants that are listed on Open Table have as an option is you can search for places that do offer outdoor dining, which I find very convenient. And if you go to book a place, it will ask you now, do you want outdoor or indoor dining? So when I booked Ravello at the Four Seasons, which is a character meal, it asked me, do you want indoor or outdoor? And I chose outdoor. So we're gonna do a character meal with outdoor seating. Very interesting, never done that before, but we're going to choose more of those as we can. A fourth thing that we're doing, which is very similar to the one I just mentioned, is we're going to choose more outdoor relaxation stations. Now each park has a few of these available. Some are indoor, some are outdoor, some are in the hot sun. And so now that we kind of have the lay of the land and know where those are, we're going to try to choose ones that are outdoor but covered so that we can cool off but still be outdoors where it is safer to be. We do have an entire article on the website that includes a graphic that breaks down the list of relaxation zones and which ones we recommend, and we are going to use the ones that we recommend on the upcoming trip. And the last one that we are doing on this trip is that we are going to arrive to the parks later. Now we are rope drop people for life, always have been. Even when parks open super early, we had those 4 a.m. alarms to be out there. But as we learned on the last trip, don't really need to do that. Now there are exceptions that still probably make sense to do Hollywood Studios, particularly if you want to be on Rise the Resistance. But it's not so necessary to be there right when parks open because it's hot sun, you know, this time of year, most times of year, frankly, in Orlando, but especially this time of year. We think that just arriving later and having a more leisurely pace is going to be nice. We're going to take the time to take some pictures and really just have a type of trip that we never have before because we can. So we're just going to take our time and sleep in and enjoy some of the evening temperatures during a really warm time of year. So that is how we are changing our upcoming trip plans. You can look forward to daily vlogs as we navigate the parks again, and this time it will include Universal, and can't wait to bring you along. So I think that's gonna be it for now. Thanks for watching.